Well, I am here to tell you what is happening on the social media, on the internet. What are people talking about? What is happening? You've got me to cover that aspect of your life for you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing perfectly well. Because as for me, as you've heard me, shouting and babbling, I'm doing just great. And right about now, let's delve into the nitty-gritty of trends that we've got for you today. Well, it is no longer news that Hilda Baci has cooked the largest pot of jollof rice in the world, not just in Nigeria, but some people would say Nigerian jollof. So she has cooked the largest pot of jollof in the world. And somebody, a very prominent person, the police PPRO Abuja FCT has come out. That's SP Josephine Adi has come out to say, you see, we protect lives and properties. Over 20,000 persons came out to cheer Hilda Baci up, to support her, to pray for her, to be there for her while she was cooking 200 bags of basmati rice. And guess what? The pot of rice did not miss. So are we not supposed, you guys are supposed to, we deserve an accolade, right? Largest pot of rice, people ate, no death was recorded, and the pot of rice did not miss. And she came out to say, nobody is talking anything about the police force, that they did so well protecting lives and property. Look at the number of people. Look at the largest pot of rice. In Eco Hotels, this is where this thing happened. And the pot was intact. The rice was there and distributed to over 20,000 persons that were there. So we deserve an accolade. Nobody stole the pot of rice. She is actually under a very heated backlash, as netizens are saying, really, you're saying Nigerians did not steal the pot of rice and we're supposed to clap for you? Is that what you are saying? We have loads of things that you should be talking about. Is this time for us to crack jokes and laugh? And that's such humongous pot of rice. Who could actually lift such pot of rice that you're saying we're supposed to give the police force an accolade over that? And she's under a very heated backlash on the internet, and people are saying you're supposed to be protecting lives and property. We've heard of cases of kidnap here and there, armed robbery here and there, and you are saying that you deserve an accolade over protecting a large pot of rice. Let us see netizens' reaction to these on social media. Step Up Niger says, security isn't about protecting a pot of rice. Real security is when citizens can vote without fear, communities are safe, and leaders are held accountable. If we can guarantee protection for Guinness records, we should demand the same protection for Nigeria's democracy. That's a very meaningful comment right there coming from Step Up Niger. And Collins A.S. Choir says, now she gets a deserving publicity. Her remarks is no little way shows recognition of the fact that without the police force, as citizens, we can be decent and well behaved. All hail those that were at the venue. Coming from Tochi now, Tochi says, real security is when bandits are stopped, lives and properties are protected, and the citizens feel safe on the streets. The pot is simply too big to be stolen. It's common sense, ma'am. Okay, people are replying to her. Yes, they say it's not about the big pot of rice, but that citizens' lives should be protected, and areas they have bandits, that those areas people should be sent out there to protect lives and properties, and not for her to come and actually publicize herself and say, we did something great. So people are talking about the Guinness World Record of breaking the largest pot of rice. How about we, the police force, that protected the citizens that came out en masse? How about us that made sure that the pot of rice did not disappear? She has actually received, what she wanted, the publicity and the backlash, the criticism. She has received it. But we cannot underrate the fact that, of course, people came out en masse and they were protected. No death was recorded, even though there could be a stampede. But, you know, at the end of the day, everybody came out, supported, and they went back to their different destinations. So we congratulate and appreciate the police force, of course, of Nigeria. And talking about breaking the world record of cooking the largest pot of rice, well, Hilda Baci has actually received what she wanted as the Guinness World Record company representative has called to have a one-on-one talk with Hilda Baci. And of course, we are going to hear from the horse's mouth if actually we are on the positive or on the negative, if she has actually made it to the Guinness World Record. Let us see the video of Hilda Baci having a conversation with the Guinness World Record personnel.
4,700 kilograms.
Yeah, that's right. So, with a total of 8,780 kilograms, Hilda Baci and Gino, you are the Guinness World Records title holders for the largest serving of Nigerian style jollof rice. Congratulations. You are officially amazing. I love the expression on your faces, although it's so far away. It's brilliant. There you go. You too. You know, most people think, oh, come along, we will do a world record. But this fits the world, you know. This is fantastic. It is absolutely brilliant to watch you guys work so hard. Not just you, but the whole team. The whole team worked very, very hard.
Yes.
And I was saying to Hilda that, I mean, the great news is that now she's a two-time Guinness World Record holder.
There you go.
This is great. Hilda, congratulations. Big congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, the entire team, every single person that worked on this went above and beyond. And I mean, it's my name and Gino on this record, but this record is dedicated to every single person that worked on this. This project was bigger than us. It was bigger than me. It's historic. This is something that every Nigerian can lay claims to now. Honestly, this is bragging rights for each and every one of us, for every chef that contributed in stirring the pot, for the culinary director, for the engineer, for the people that fabricated the pots. I mean, I feel like they deserve their own record as well, because it took 2 months to figure out how to even build a pot of that size. Like the Gino team figuring out how to produce products that we would use to make this jollof rice. We used over 600 cartons of tomato paste and over 200 cartons of seasoning cube. Okay, thank you so much, Fabian. Let's not keep you longer than we have to. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
All right.
One does.
The excitement in the air, the emotions, the work she really had to put, the effort, the team that actually supported her. It wasn't easy. Did you see the crowd that came up? Did you see the ingredients? Did you see all of those things that she put together? This took her such a very long time, not just her, of course, because she didn't get the accolade all to herself and the praise and appreciation. Each time they spoke with her, she would mention, yes, I am my team. Yes, us, we. Those are the pronouns she kept on using. So we saw that she put in a lot of work, a lot of calculation, a lot of time, a lot of energy. We give it up for Hilda Baci and her team. She did amazingly well. And I would say that she really, really deserves this Guinness World Record. Don't forget that she actually won the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking hours. And here again, the largest pot of jollof rice. Congratulations, a big one, a bigger congratulations to you, Hilda Baci. She still has her sanity, and I think she deserves enough time to rest now that the feat has actually been attained. Congratulations to you and your team. You are next. What Guinness World Record are you going to break? I'm looking forward to coming out here to announce yours. Well, let's see people's comments on social media about this Guinness World Record breaking by Hilda Baci. King David Best says, if I may ask this Guinness World Record, aside the award or placards, is there any money attached to it? Because we have so many world records holder in Nigeria, we don't even know they held such record. I don't know if there's money, you can't ask me that, but world recognition is big enough. Brooke from the East says, please, aside the plaque and that comes with it, what other importance does Guinness World Record come with? She literally invested millions to make this happen, and all she gets is a plaque. I don't understand. Well, you won't understand, but she knows why she did what she did. Okay, Wealth Wizard says, congratulations to her, but she needs to do better with her cooking. Have you tasted her meal? That one is maybe talking from experience that he or she ate what Hilda prepared. TM Enterprise says, people wonder why those around her keep supporting her relentlessly. You can hear it in her voice. All of us have noticed this every time she speaks too. She's always using plurals like us, we. This is a leader who always gives the glory back to the team. And everybody loves to support people like this. Yeah, like I said earlier, that's what she keeps on using. The pronouns us, we. And Olumide Adams says, see the way she didn't make the record about herself. There's something special about this Hilda. Once you humble like this, the sky is your stepping stone. Congratulations, champ. More records to break. Largest pot of stew, maybe. With a laughing emoji, okay, yeah. Largest pot of stew, because they know that she is a chef already. My Food by Hilda, yeah, she's a chef, so maybe largest pot of stew. And I'm not going to forget that Hilda Baci is from Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, and we are breaking the record worldwide. This is the second time. Hilda, congratulations. You're doing well. And like somebody just said, just maybe you will go for another record breaking. Who knows what that will be. Okay, moving away from that joyous trend to something I would say is rather painful, heartbreaking, and emotional, as a fire erupted in the basement inverter room of Afriland Towers, a 6-story commercial building on Bort Street in Lagos Island, Nigeria, spreading to the floors of United Bank for Africa, that's UBA, causing workers to jump down from the window of the building with help from rescuers. Well, the Lagos State Emergency Response Team and Federal Fire Service contained the fire at a later time. Let us see the video of this heartbreaking incident.
Thank God. No strong go. This lad are no strong go. This lad are no strong go.
Well, findings and investigations as to what caused the fire point to an electrical fault. And we know that in situations like this, you cannot think straight. It is an emergency. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody planned or dreamt that this is what they were going to face. They went to work like every other day, and this is what they saw. So they had to, you cannot think straight when things like this happen, whether there is a fire extinguisher there. In how many fire extinguishers will even, stop a burning flame that has devoured floors in such story building? So we had to see that people came out to help, to bring up the ladders, even longer before the emergency response team in Lagos came to their aid. And of course, the Federal Fire Service came. They had, sought other ways to escape, other ways to save their lives. And some people actually lost their lives. Every day we see these things happening in our environments. Like, I don't know if I could call it, it's not a natural disaster, though it's a sort of electrical fault. But when we see these things happen, we should try as much as we can to help one another, as we saw people doing, trying to help people that were about to jump down from the 6-story building down to the last floor, trying to bring up ladders so that they could climb and, cheering them up. Okay, you can jump, we're going to catch you. And not for people to see something like this and like, oh, pick up their phones and start, recording or making videos, instead of doing the first thing first, trying to save lives. So this is what we're known for. We should show empathy. We should show love. So when scenarios like this, which nobody plans or dreams is going to happen, when it happens, we should try as much as we can to rescue life first before we go over to maybe recording or putting it on camera. Let us see people's reaction to this. Cyprian Firima says, this is the reason why high-rise buildings are not advisable in Nigeria, giant of Africa, because of fire safety. The firefighters in Nigeria, the effort ends at ground floor. That's if there's effort in the first place. So you on your 6 to 10 stories, as the case may be, you are just on your own and the mercy of God. May the mercy of God really speak for us. Indeed, there was a country. Okay, that's coming from Firima. Right, G. Charles says, which kind of wahala be this? How will a pregnant woman do in this kind of situation? God I beg, oh. God I beg, oh, truly help us. So, Shimu says, so there are no emergency response teams in Lagos and the building didn't have fire escape routes? The same question. Abdullahi Abubakar says, where are the firefighters or NEMA? All right, they came, but they came at a later end when, most of the persons that were there sought, rescue routes for themselves. That was when the fire team arrived, and they actually curtailed the fire, because if not for them, it would have maybe burned down the whole story. But they came, even though they came late, but they came and they did their job. But like I always say, whatever you can do to help somebody, to rescue somebody, just do it first before the authorities or the body responsible for, such situation arrives. Do your best to save lives and properties. And to those that have lost their lives, may the families be comforted in such painful and trying times. Well, we move away from that to what is happening in Nigeria. People are really, our government, the government of Nigeria. I don't know why I'm smiling, because who am I? It's already what it is. It is in the curriculum already. So I'm just smiling because I'm having it, okay, maybe rolling back to when I was in secondary school. How am I supposed to twist my tongue to speak Chinese? Okay, Mandarin Chinese has been added to the Nigerian school curriculum of 2025-2026 academic session, alongside coding, AI, that's artificial intelligence, climate change, amongst others, in secondary schools, as concluded by the Federal Ministry of Education. This, they say, aims to prepare students for global opportunities, strengthening economic ties with China, and reducing subject overload for students. What are we even talking about? We're talking about speaking Chinese language in the Nigerian curriculum for 2025-2026 academic session for secondary schools. Yeah, so this is what our brothers, sisters, siblings, cousins, relatives will be learning in Nigeria, Chinese. So let us go over to people's take on this. People have not taken this lightly. Let's see people's reaction concerning this particular development. Commander-in-Chief says, how many countries are implementing Nigerian language to their curriculum? And secondly, how many teachers know how to speak Chinese, not to talk of teaching it? The federal government will answer that. Covenant Trade says, what is the essence of doing this without no job opportunities? This country, if you ask me, who I go ask? Okay, Yotomi says, for Nigeria, it means greater access to trade, jobs, education, and investment. For China, it means a friendlier market, smoother operations, and stronger economic influence. Okay, that's coming from Yotomi. Mercy says, now, wow, instead of fixing our collapsing education system and making sure Nigerian students speak proper English and their own local language as well, federal government say make we dey learn Mandarin. Priorities upside down as usual. Okay, like I said earlier, so many people, they've got different comments and opinions concerning this. Just maybe there would be a round table discussion about this particular curriculum of introducing Chinese into the Nigerian language system. We don't know, but this is what we have seen for now. Okay, let's go over to the word of the day before we draw the curtain for today on hashtag trending. What is the word that we have for today? The word of the day is debunk. Debunk. What does it mean? To debunk something such as a belief or theory is to show that it is not true. Example is, the results of the study debunk his theory. The results of the study debunk his theory. That's the word that we have for today. Okay, today is Wednesday, and you know what we do on Wednesdays. It is Family Wednesdays. We ask questions that surround love, relationship, family. So this is the question that we have for today. What is a Family Wednesday question? What's your perception of a man kneeling to propose marriage to a lady? Should a man kneel down? Should he squat? Should he bend? What is your perception of a man kneeling to propose marriage to a lady? This is our Family Wednesday question for today. And with this, we wrap up on hashtag trending today. Well, thank you so much for doing this with me. I always love it when I know that you are there with me and we do it together. I'll remain your host on hashtag trending. Joseph. See you tomorrow.